Welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some of the tips that helped me get a grade 9 in GCSE maths. Now I'm going to try and keep this quite simple and quick. So tip number 1 is do practice papers in timed conditions. Now I know you probably heard everyone say this, but this is the most important tip when it comes to maths, because maths requires you to be able to practice the same skills so that when you have questions in different styles, you're able to identify the skills you require and do them under timed conditions. Make sure that you do these papers consistently and try to understand the mark scheme when you get things wrong. Knowing where you're going to get your marks and understanding where you went wrong in your working out will help you improve and understand how to do those questions correctly the next time. Make sure you do understand how and why exactly the mark scheme's answers are correct. So if you don't understand why your answer is wrong and the mark scheme is right, make sure to ask your teacher, as they can help you explain it and go step by step on how to actually solve the problem. Don't just blindly copy the mark scheme and think, oh, okay, I got this question wrong and the mark scheme has the right answer. Spend that time to actually understand why the mark scheme is right and how the working out is laid and where the marks are coming from. And now this nicely leads me into the second tip, which is to ask your teachers for help and advice on topics you struggle with. If you don't understand your teacher's methods, or you don't necessarily enjoy the way they're teaching you things or that certain topic, do ask a different teacher in the maths department, because they might have a different idea, or they might be able to understand the method and teach you in a way that is specialized towards you and would help you understand the topic better. Now, because maths is a skill subject, it's very important for you to be able to understand each topic and identify when you need to apply it. That's why it links back with tip number 1, which is to do this practice paper so you're actually able to identify the skills you need. But understanding the skills from the initially is also just as important. Don't leave a topic last minute. Always ask your teachers to have help, because you'd rather understand the topic first and then be able to apply it than do all these practice papers and realize, oh, you're struggling with the same topic because you never asked your teacher for help in the first place. Now, tip number 3 is to be proactive and do your own research on topics and find useful videos that could help you understand the topic better. Don't just rely on your teachers. Like I said, if you don't understand your teacher's methods, ask other teachers. And if you don't understand other teachers' work either, then just search online. There are hundreds of billions of YouTube videos out there that explain most mathematical concepts from like the very beginning. So do use those, they're there to help you, and try and find a YouTuber or a YouTube channel that is suitable for you and they make maths easier to learn for you. And tip number 4 is to actually have a positive mindset. I know a lot of people go into maths lessons thinking, oh, maths, I can't do this, I'm going to fail this. But if you actually have an open mind and genuinely try to learn the subject, you will enjoy it more. And if you follow all my previous tips, like asking the teachers for help when you need it, going home and discovering YouTube videos on topics you don't necessarily understand, and actually being proactive to understand the topics, trust me, you'll enjoy the subject so much more, because now you're able to develop those skills and make connections between each topic and understand maths as this whole subject that's quite closely interlinked, and you'll start enjoying it more. And my final tip are some of these recommended websites that are really useful in helping to achieve that grade 9, because they provide you with past papers. The questions are also separated by topics, so you can easily select topics that you struggle with and just do practice papers on that. So the channels that I'm recommending are Physics and Maths Tutors, because they have lots of past maths papers, and then there's also NACAR Maths, which actually has practice papers organized into separate topics, so you can do the topic that you need to practice. And then Khan Academy Maths GCSE playlist is also a very good playlist that has various topics and they explain it really nicely and in depth. So I hope this helps, and please do try some of these tips and get that grade 9 because you all deserve it and you can all get it.